Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of EDU 600 and an early welcome to week number 4. Week number 4 starts on July 22nd. That's Monday, July 22nd. And in Module 4, we jump from qualitative designs to quantitative designs. Now, a lot of you, or probably most everybody, are more familiar with quantitative research than qualitative research. What I mean by that is if you've ever participated in a survey where you rank certain questions, just say it could be a 5 ranking scale, it could be a 7, that's called a Likert scale, and you come up with, from a research standpoint, you come up with the actual, an actual number. So that, in some very simplistic terms, is what quantitative research is about. The data is numbers. So what we're doing, we're jumping from qualitative to quantitative, and I will get into a little more information on that in a second. But what I wanted to do at this point is just circle back to week number 3, and let's get in here. This is week number 3. Week number 3, you were working in groups, and like for Group A, we had Group A, Group B, and Group C. And today is Friday. I'm recording this on Friday. I can tell you, looking at and reading the discussion posts, there's still time. I know it's a busy time of year, but I would appreciate it if everybody in your group participates, meaning you do the portion that you were assigned to. And, in this case, David was assigned to purpose and design. You don't have to go overboard with this, but I'd also like the group members to at least chime in on 2 other people within their group. So, just say David did the original post and Jen would comment on the purpose and design. And this is your opportunity, once again, to actually get into the discussion of what your article was about. I'll have some comments on the group discussions coming up, probably late Sunday night, maybe Monday. But for now, I just want to encourage you to fully participate in your group discussion. Another thing I'd like to mention is that here's the discussion post. We have the article captures due at the end of today. Now, from a practical standpoint, if you're running behind, you need a little extra time, that would be fine. I'm up to my eyeballs in a whole bunch of other school stuff, and so probably I won't start grading and taking a look at these until Sunday myself. So if you need a couple of extra days, that's fine. Please don't go over like Sunday, but the due date's the 19th. If you submit it on the 21st, you will not be marked off for that. So let's get, now I'm going to shift gears. Okay, part 4, we have 3 different parts. We have module 4, which is week number 4. We have part 1. Part 1 is on kind of quantitative designs. Part 2 is on visual displays, and we have an assignment, a pretty minor assignment coming up on visual displays. And then part 3, we have research methods. Measures. And research measures, when you hear that term, it almost always is talking about really the statistics, meaning, we have descriptive statistics and statistics that you infer. So let's get right to the materials, and I'll go to week number 4. I'll start with week number 4. And as you can see, I removed the video. This is where, excuse me. I will silence my phone. Okay, sorry about that. In Module 4, like I said, we have 3 parts. We have part 1, 2, and 3, and in the first part, and I will, when I finish this video, I'll plug in the time. Actually, it's 4:45 right now. But I want to highlight a couple of things in here. Quantitative research is the process of collecting and analyzing numerical data. So that's the big difference between quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative is numbers, qualitative is words, theories, themes, etc. Data can be used to find patterns, averages, make predictions. There's, a type of statistics where you really are just describing the data, and you don't infer beyond what the data is telling you. When you're looking at sample sizes, and you might see a poll that's online, or it could be a presidential poll this time of year, and they say 682 people were surveyed. Well, that means that it's a type of research that is done where you can take the results and you can infer what the overall population would be doing. And it's plus or minus so many points. So I would like you to, certainly read all the information on here. We had a lot of information, and you still, President Biden is in the news because he tested positive for COVID. And you can take a look at, that type of quantitative research by following this link, looking at coronavirus for an example. Okay, let's get to the nuts and the bolts of the week. I'd like you complete the readings and view the below videos. We have Chapter 6, Introduction to Quantitative Research and Descriptive Statistics. Chapter 7, Descriptive Statistics and Visual Displays of Data, and I'd like you to watch these videos. Now, a word about statistics. This is not a math class. This is not a statistics class. And we're going to have more information on the actual statistics. I don't expect that people will become statistical experts. What I will offer, I am here to help. I haven't seen your article captures yet, so I don't know the breakdown in our class between qualitative, quantitative, and mixed methods. What I'm most interested in is certain aspects of descriptive statistics and statistics in general. More information on that. But if you can come up with, one or two key indicators that are described in your quantitative research that says, okay, the results of this quantitative study, they are statistically significant. Those are the buzzwords. So I'd like you to look at the difference really between, population sample. Take a look at that. Reliability and validity. These are key indicators, and this is when you're identifying and you're looking at the quality of the research. You're looking at things like the reliability and validity, meaning, was the survey, was it vetted, just say, before you went out? Internal, external validity, take a look at that. So, participation in a discussion forum this week. Now, this week we have an assignment due. So I am saying participation in this discussion forum is optional. You certainly can participate if you want, and I'd like you to use this article and then go to the discussion forum and post your answer. But this is very optional, and you do not have to. The assignment due, critique of the qualitative article. This is due on July 28th, which is, over a week away. You are taking your group work and you are writing a paper. I have a lot of information in here on the assignment. And for now, I'd just like to say I'd like you to take a look at the assignment instructions. But your job is to take the group assignment that you were working on this week, in week number 3, and you are going to write your own critique of that same article. So if you were in group A, that is the group that you will be writing an individual assessment of the article that you are looking at. If you were in Group B, your article is making it Facebook official. That is those 6 people or 7 people in Group B. That's what your qualitative critique will be written on. In this, use the guidelines when considering and writing the critique. I also have some information on here. Oh, this is wrong. Let me correct this while we're all together here. Where am I? So the due date is the 28th, but I do want to come down here and correct this just so everybody sees. I always make sure that all of the dates are correct. Right here, July 28th. Seems like always there's one that I don't correct. Okay, so that is the assignment. That's the actual paper. The assignment here, the 28th. These are the headings that you're going to use. And I do have exemplars posted to the website, so please take a look at those. You submit the critique right here. Here are the guidelines, all the information that you would need. And let me just click on that to show you. I'm going to click on the assignment. Here's all the instructions. Once again, now I did want to show you there's a qualitative critique exemplar in here. There's also others in the content area. There's a guide. There's a rubrics. And, once again, you can click on this critique. So here's an exemplar, there's an exemplar, and the critique, how this is scored, is right in here. So everything you need is right there. Let me go back to part 1. Once again, part 1, part 2, part 3. So that is part 1. Please take a look at the videos. Now I'm going to shift gears. Shift gears. What is the time? It's 12:25. This is part 2. So let me go to part 2. Part 2 is on visual displays. And visual displays are simply, you look at a chart, or you might be reading an article and they have a pie chart explaining, just say, what is the population by age in Maine, or population, population age is what's the distribution in Maine, and you might be looking at a bar chart or a pie chart, and that is really a visual display. Behind that visual display is data. So please take a look at the visual displays, look at the 2 videos on visual displays. And then, just to give you a preview, and I'll have more information on this coming up, but view the links. There's some links here. There's main data. But I'd like you to look at that by different types of pie charts, histograms, stem plots. I go into a lot. Then we get into an introduction to the statistics. Now, coming up, we have a visual display of data assignment. I don't want to complicate things at this point, so I will have a video coming up specifically on this assignment. It is not a major assignment. In effect, you choose a source of data, and then you write a paragraph about that. And once again, I'll have more information coming up on that. So please take a look at part number 2, and then part number 3. Shift gears to part number 3. Part number 3 is, once again, research methods and measures. And really what I mean by that is, what is the information telling you? This is quantitative research, so what are the numbers teaching you? Read the same chapters that I previewed before. Descriptive statistics and data displays. Please read chapter 6 in these particular pages. Many different videos. I want to say all of them are important, but I'd like you to spend a little bit of time on the p-value. And once again, I will have some more information coming up on the p-value. And the p-value, if it is included in your statistics of your quantitative research article, really tells you, are your results statistically significant? And in the world of quantitative research, those are the buzzwords. Sometimes the results are significant, but they are not statistically, meaning mathematically significant. So that's far too much out of me. Thank you for bearing with me over the almost 16 minutes here. And if you have any questions on the assignment that's due next on the 22nd, please let me, it's not due on the 22nd, it's due on the 28th. Please let me know. I'm here to help. And any questions specifically you want to Zoom with me on some statistics, please, let's set something up. And hope you have a great week. I know we're in the crazy part of the semester, crazy part of the summer. There's a lot on your plate. What I suggest is just taking it one step at a time. We have the first thing that is due is the qualitative critique article. And then shortly after that, we have the visual display assignment. But what is due today, which is the 19th, is the article capture. So hang in there, folks, and let me know if I can help in any way. See ya.